welcome to a Koala decklist video for OP16. After my last Koala video, several people suggested different builds, so today we're testing the Yamato pack. In OP16, Koala receives a lot of options for deck building and actually being viable in the set. Last video we played with the Blackbeard package, and even though I still think it's the strongest alternative of the Koala deck, the Yamato package doesn't fall that behind. I did take a bit of more time to figure out what build was more consistent for me. I tested some deck lists some of you guys left on the comment, and also some I found on YouTube or other sites. I tried the one cost Robin, where I needed to even put more A cost characters to benefit from this. I tried the Momonosuke to bring out the Yamato from trash, and I was trying with what of these two A cost Yamatos was the best one to play around with. I also explored some deck options like the Wiper, the 4 cost Bella Betty, the KO at 3 cost, so going against a Holy in an NL matchup wasn't feeling so doomed. I tried between Hiyori and Borsalino. Something I really try in these rogue decks, not to use these overpriced and overstated cards, because Borsalino is just ridiculous and unfair, but sometimes it's just necessary to make a deck work. And even tried the life trashing Nico Robin, but at the end, this is the deck list I tried the most and gave me the result, even though we could change these two Hiyoris for the Borsalinos and it would be a big up, not even needing to have 4, because with our 8 cost dragon we can just take out from trash these Borsalinos later on in the game. And we also have other healing options like the 6 cost Kuma. If you guys didn't see the last video, the Blackbeard package was actually very strong, going against Blackbeard himself, one of the top meta decks, and had some very strong matchups against other relevant leaders. But this deck list doesn't come that behind. We have a very strong leader effect with a built-in draw engine and life ripping effect. And I'll go very fast into the cards. I don't want to extend this that much, but also I want to give a quick notice. These next 2 weeks I won't be that consistent uploading videos because I have a lot of work to do, and I'm also moving apartment, so I won't be able to have that much free time, but still I'll try to upload as much as I can. So let's get into the deck. For our searchers, we have the 1 cost Koala, a top 3 searcher that trashes, can find a Nico Robin but can't find a Koala, any revolutionary army type besides that. Then we have the 1 cost event, that's also a top 3 for revolutionary army. We don't have any other low cost, and we do depend a lot of going second. Second is our strongest curve, like most of the revolutionary black leaders like Sabo, that sadly with the new starter deck really didn't get any upgrade, neither for Koala or Sabo. We have the EBO3 Koala that has a +4 cost and has an on KO to play out another revolutionary with 6 cost or less. This 4 cost Bella Betty 2k, get rid of annoying 3, the 4 cost hack with an additional 4 cost blocker, and on KO effect to KO 4 cost, the 2k Morley, the 2k Baby 5 with a draw 2 trigger, 2 of the Borsalinos, 2 of the Wipers as a tech option against small wide deck like Blue Green Luffy, 6 cost Kuma, the 6 cost Yamato that lets us filter 1 card in hand, and then we can play out on 6 on turn an 8 cost 8k character, so we can fill our leader requirement if we miss the Kuma. And we have the dragon that can play out most of our deck from trap, not say all of our deck, because if we play the 6 cost Yamato, we also get to actually play as this 8 cost Yamato. And the 8 cost Yamato, I do think this is the better one. Having a counter, playing on unblockable and hard to remove, generates a lot more value than just having an extra counter. Plus we don't really play that many bricks, so we always have options to counter out of small hit. We're running 12 2Ks, 28 1Ks, and 10 brick. And our curve is very easy. It's play on 2 on turn our searchers, 4 on turn our 4 cost characters that have a +4 cost effect. Then play out the Wiper, the Kuma, or the Yamato depending on our necessity. The dragon to spam out anything else and go big and wide, and keep repeating. Healing with the Kuma, the Borsalino, and casting out big characters is mainly our game plan. And just before we get into the gameplay, this week we reached 100 subscribers, and I just wanted to thank all of you for all the support. Some of my videos are performing a lot more than I thought they would, and it actually makes me very happy. I am very grateful for everything. So let's get into the gameplay. So for our first game, we'll go against one of the top 3 decks in this meta, that is the Nami. This is a blue and yellow, put everything that's good into it. So now they're in OP16, some of them are playing the Master 3 Galvino, the one that can stun a 9 cost and draw 2 cards. So we are seeing some variation with the Nami, but I don't think it changed that much. So we probably know what they're going to try to play, and Nami likes going first, so we happily go second. And on our turn, we're gonna first hit with our Koala. We don't want any funny triggers to come out. Then we play our 4 cost Koala, so we can prepare for next turn or to play the Kuma or to play the Yamato, because we can already start setting up this. I do get another hit, so we go back down to 2. Me expecting that he's gonna at some point play a 5 cost Nami that forces to take a card to hand. So being on this 2 life, it's good. But even though I can still heal up, and I will do that, I'm just trusting that if he didn't play out the in 5 Dawn the Mr. 3, he'll play out. He will just skip that alternative. And he actually plays 2 Mr. 3 Galdinos, meaning he's gonna be able to draw 4 cards in total if he decides to pop both of them. He just go against my Koala, and I had to go against the hack. I should have blocked there and popped the other Mr. 3 Galdino so he didn't have that much value. But I just counter out without really any sense. Also, I wanted to draw for next turn, so now I'm playing the 8 cost dragon. And I will play out now the Yamato into the 8 cost Yamato unblockable one, because if I'm not wrong, they still are playing they play a lot of Borsas, and they play the 10 cost Newgate, so I don't want to have to worry about blockers for the next turns. And he does pop immediately the Mr. 3 Galdino, so he can stop my Yamato from attacking, and plays out a Perona to stun the Kuma. And this is looking like a green deck, just stunning every character. He goes for a 7k attack. I will pop the hack, block with the hack, KO the Perona, and he'll play another Akikunojo, so a very hard character to remove, but nothing that we should be worried about. We have on board 2 8ks and a 7k, and I will attack first with my Koala, see what I can draw, what options I have. And he does take, so I just attack with my dragon and prepare to play the 6 cost Yamato into another cost Yamato. Or yeah, definitely that's what I'm doing. We get rid of the Viper, not gonna really help us in this matchup. Now we have 2 unblockable ones, so he really can't do anything against it, because KOing it just means I'm gonna just pop it next turn to become another 8 cost. So it would take a turn of me attacking with an 8k, but I'll still have the option to attack with these 5ks and then convert it again back to an 8k. I will counter out of all these things this time, because I have a very big hand. I don't want to go lower than 2. I search at first with my Koala. This sim has been using now new controls. We can't really see what I search now. I don't really like that, but it's still a lot more pleasant to see these replays instead of just using the regular sim. I do go against the board. I don't want him having anything else to attack me in the next turn, so I will start healing him, even though that means healing the Kikunojo. But I don't need any other attack. I have 1 Dawn up, so I can use the hair removal fist this turn. I'm trying to defend my board, because he definitely is going to go against the dragon. I will block with my Borsalino, so I can open up space to play something else next turn. And he will play another 8 into my dragon. I will use the event in this moment, so I don't go that down on hand size for the next turns. I get rid of the Perona immediately with the Kuma, so he doesn't really have anything to stun besides the Kuma that already attacked. Attack 7 to see, let 8 Dawn open to see if I can play something out next turn with like a dragon. That's the biggest cost I have. He triggers out a Kikunojo, and I attack 9 with the unblockable Yamato, one of them. he still counters out, and I'm pressuring his life and maintaining a very healthy hand size. Even though he hasn't seen the Nico Robin or the Gecko, but I can see that he has one in hand. Probably not where he wants to. They really want it to have from life, but I mean, hasn't really paid any big character in this moment. He does play down a Borsalino, heal back to 1. I can see he has another Borsalino, so he can heal up to 2 again, have 2 blockers, wait another turn. But what I would do, and you can see how big my board is just clear the characters, be patient, wait another turn if I have to. I don't really have to worry about Nami outpacing me. And he just gives up because my board was just too big and wide. Now we go against a Boa Hancock, another blue-yellow, very consistent in terms of winning now, because with the new 4 cost and 5 cost blocker that can come out of life, it's even more aggressive into ripping life. In this build, I was still running the 1 cost Nico Robin, so I was running also the 8 cost Sanji instead of the Bell Betty. But you can see it's essentially the same deck list. So here would be mostly the same plan of just being patient, getting a wide board, and like healing, a lot of like yellow stuff to do. And we're gonna outpace him because we're gonna go wide and big instead of them just going wide. I hope don't get a Gorgon Sister from life soon, and exactly what he gets. I really expected it because they always trigger out the Gorgon Sisters. Plays the 6 cost Yamato on a 6 on turn, play out the 8 cost Yamato, so he can't really block with his life ripping blockers. He plays Boa Marigold into a 6 cost Boa, meaning that my Leer effect makes him take 1 card from life to hand. He uses the Gorgon Sister's ability, he goes into my Koala, and I don't know why people like to try to KO this Koala, even though I don't really have a better option in my trash. No Puma or anything, but still it's like losing a hit. I do counter out everything because I don't want to go to 1 life, because if he rips me in the next turn, can't really do it this turn, I'm gonna be in a bad position. He does stun my unblockable Yamato, and I will attack first with my Leer, see what I can draw, and then play out the 8 cost dragon into the 6 cost Yamato, and pop the 6 cost Yamato into the 8 cost. I was also trying a 2-2 split of the unblockable one and the one that gets one back to hand. It was helpful to have 1k counter more, but I just don't see the value of this brick. Like, it's not better than the unblockable one. I can have a counter and have an unblockable character that's hard to remove. So I will try everything to not go to 0, and he is going to use his femur, and I don't really have a blocker. I don't know why he's doing this. I already have him very low on hand size, so I don't really have to worry about taking more hits. I can go and defend this last 11 because I have enough cards in hand, because the draw engine, that is my leader. It's a very easy requirement to get there. I have barely enough cards to counter, but it was just because I baited him for this turn to go against my leader instead of the characters. Sometimes it's better to do this, like make them feel that they are going against they're accomplishing their game plan, but you actually have it countered. And for the last game of this video, we go against a blue-green Luffy, one of the top 3 meta decks that are currently in, and I actually was right in my tier list prediction. A lot of people were not are not agreeing with what I was saying, and this leader is very, very strong. Even though its matchup against Nami and NL isn't the best, it still wins a lot against any other type of deck. A lot of people were not agreeing with me, but the data is showing that it's literally the top 3, the 3rd best deck in the sim right now, in the regular sim, clearly. So we already have him back down to 2 life, because any of his bouncing and playing out characters, cheating out characters like the Buggy, the Crocodile, it's just actually of liability against this Monkey D. Luffy, because he's gonna start losing life, and he already goes down in life very quickly. So he's only a 4 life leader, and having to deal with our leader ability is gonna be even worse, because he cannot even play the 4 cost Emporio Ivankov, the one that cheats out at 2. It's a searcher and cheats out at 2 cost. Can't even play it because he's just gonna lose a life. So I have to be very wise and which hits I can and which ones I don't, because one thing that Blue Green Luffy does very well is making the opponent have a very low hand size, because it just keeps up so much pressure, hitting those small 6Ks attacks that are just going to be very detrimental for our hand size. I will attack into life. Nah, I'll leave alone the 2 small costs, because my objective in this moment is get him down quick, and I'll deal with the board later. If I can find the wiper, it would be perfect, and if I don't find it, I'm still not worried. He does play a second Crocodile, but he doesn't activate its ability because he already learned that activating the ability is not a good option. I'm also very down in life. I'm at 2 life, but I still have the Borsellino. If I can find a Kuma, I will. I will just heal up, and I already played one. So, like I've said, I'm not worrying about mainly anything. I would like to play down the Yamato, because having an unblockable character in this moment, especially if he's trying to block her up, would be way better than establishing anything else. So, and in this turn, I will actually take it out, get another 6k attack, draw a card, and prepare my unblockables for next turn. I am a bit worried if he gets to see Boa to stun my Yamato, because I would not really have an option to do anything next turn, and he actually Gravity Blades my Kuma and a searcher that I pay down. I mean, it's an option, and he KOs a Koala, even though I didn't really have a good option to replace it with, because he bottom decked the Kuma, and I don't have any in hand. So this is a big disadvantage of not playing the 6 cost Nico Robin, the blocker one, because it's another target for the Koala KO effect. In this turn, I will probably hit 6. I should have probably attacked 5 first into one of the small characters, but I didn't. So I would guess I will keep standing the Morley, because it shouldn't be played attacked, because it would get removed by one of his attacks next turn, and I have a very small hand size. And I play out the 4 cost Koala again and a 5 cost Borsellino to heal up. He KOs the 8 cost. That it's technically a nonsense if you're not going to do anything against the 6 cost, because I can just hit a 5k next turn and then get out again the 8 cost. He does go against my Borsellino, meaning I blocked it with it once and he attacked into it next turn, so technically it's like the Borsellino blocks twice. And now I'm seeing an 8 cost Dragon Angle, but I will start first by searching what I can. Attack 5 with the Yamato, even though he could block it. I still have another 2 5k attacks, actually 3 5k attacks counter my leader, and then play the 8 cost dragon into what should I can't really know what is in my trash, but I can't even remember what is it. So I do attack with my leader, draw a card. He does block it with his other crocodile. I'll pay out my 8 cost dragon, return some events, and play another Borsalino from the trash. This is the advantage of the dragon. We don't even need the 4 Borsalinos in our deck because we can just spam it out from our dragon once it dies. He does go against my Koala, and I will defend it so I can put in trash one of my Pumas so he can focus on it next turn. And I would have defended it once more, but I just decided to take it. Play the Kuma out, heal 1. I'm now back to 4. He will get the Morley. Oh, I defend the Morley. So he would have to attack with his blockers. So he wants to get rid of any of my board. And I will let it go. Now, he did stun my unblockable one. He still has 1 blocker up, and he still has 2 life since a long while ago. And I will start going to board because I don't want to try. Oh, here I just have a brain fog, and I should have like distributed the Dawn with my 3 attackers and see if I can even take one of the crocodiles down, but I just had a brain fart. I'm sorry. I remember this now. He does go against my Kuma, and I don't really want to let it go, even though it would heal me, but I need it for next turn, and I don't want him to go against my dragon. And I will defend it with the last card I have in hand. And here I have another error. I should have blocked with my Borsalino instead of letting go the Kuma. But you know, sometimes my brain doesn't work. I'll start again with a 2 Dawn attached to leader, attack 7. See what I can draw from leader effect. Attack with what I have on board, so he doesn't have anything to do with it like a champion rifle, even though I think that green blue Luffy is not playing the champion rifle anymore, but just in case. Now I'll play the dragon into another Yamato, and because he's been stunning my 8 cost Yamato, I want to have another unblockable to go for game next turn. Because he gets to stun my unblockable, he can just block the next hits. He plays a buggy out, but without a prisoner because he didn't have any prisoner in hand. He hits me with the both boas. I will take both of them because I only have 2 cards in hand, but I do actually have 4 life, so I'm not worried at all. He does play another boa to stun one of my Yamatos, and good gracious, I took another Yamato out, so he cannot block this an 18k to win the game. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you in the next video. Bye. It did take a bit of more time to